and they just had a great time down here. And we thank them for coming down and making this the very first international battle of the All-Stars. So I see still some conversation happening out there.
I'd also like to give a shout out to all of our awesome vendors who we did this entire weekend.
All right, I think we should be back. Derby Apex had asked us to tweet cat, so I given a couple little updates, but I'm hoping that y'all are back. So thank you, Derby Apex, because the stream is brought to you in part by you. TheDerbyApex.com. Find up-to-date news, commentary, resources at TheDerbyApex.com. Be sure to follow them on Twitter at the Apex Derby for additional BOTAS commentary.
The
Thanks
Derby
again.
Apex. The Derby Apex.
The Derby Apex. Did I say the Apex Derby?
You did. You did.
Oh, goodness.
The Derby Apex.
The Derby Apex.
Don't make the same mistake I did.
Yeah, my buddy Dylan. He's a good guy. Thanks again to Derby Apex for being broadcast partner. And number 21, Daisy Jukes, has been escorted away. We have not seen an alt-ref, but I'm guessing she was expelled for an egregious high block.
Well, I could see that. That's a tough blow for Colorado.
Yeah.
She has been a linchpin of the defense here thus far. I see Veloce Villain is headed to the box for New York.
And Sharon Tacos is out for lead jammer as other penalties are being issued. This one to Violet Knockout.
Misty Maven has 3 to get by here. They are not letting her go as they knock her to the inside.
I was going to say it's Braun Cerebo and Elise LeCracken. Those are 3 of Colorado's most solid blockers.
Stalwarts, yeah. And now unprotected legs rejoins the action. Maven up front, 1 to get by. She does it. That's her initial.
Meanwhile, Sharon Taco simply uses those long, beautiful legs to run past.
And that's a big jam for them as we move into intermission. 9 points puts us at 62 to 79.
Sharon Tacos, one of my favorite things about watching her jam is she uses her wingspan, what I call it, when a player is able to really like extend their stride like a runner.
Yeah.
Because not everyone is good at it or successful.
And you'll see skaters who are able to like almost reach around another skater with their legs. Misty Maven, in fact, is somebody who I see
great example.
do that all the time. So we're going to end this with an official review. The half is not over. Don't believe the hype, I guess. I don't know. We'll get some info on that official review. I don't think there's enough time on the clock to still play.
No, I think it's staying at a 0 right now at the clock.
But you do have a couple seconds after the jam ends after the
call.
half ends to call. Is there an actual official period
30
of time?
seconds.
It's 30 seconds.
Yep.
Okay.
It would be the time between jams that you have.
Understood.
That's why it hangs out as unofficial final for 30 seconds. Because they have that 30 seconds to call the O.
You learn something every day.
Yeah.
Even me. And by even me, I mean mainly me. Yeah.
I don't know all of the things. I am definitely wrong about officiating type things because, you know, no ref is perfect.
You are a triple threat skater, ref, announcer. You got to love that. I am not. Have you ever coached?
Yes.
All right, you're quadruple threat.
I actually started coaching before I did either announcing or ref.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we are waiting to find out the substance of this official review here, hence our blathering at you.
Woohoo. So after the game, we will have the award ceremony, including there's a Kitty Climb Award. I don't know if we're going to get.
Well, they're talking right now.
Dr. Math is the head ref. He's talking to the
concerned parties in the middle. Yes. So hopefully we
should probably just like tap out and then tell people what's up when we come back.
We could do that. Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Ochismo is going to sign off right now.
Yeah, Mary Chaos. We're going to go do halftime.
All right. And we are back. It's couple skate here at Inline 309.
Indeed it is.
So let's recap a little bit what happened that first half. Our score where we left off was 62/79. We left on an official review.
Yes. Apparently, White was looking for a back block on a purple jammer.
Right, that would have been Maven.
Refs say no.
We didn't see it.
Refs said we didn't have eyes on it, or no call stands.
Yeah.
Lose the official review for that half, but we are in standard regulations, WFTDA rules, so yeah, one back anyway. So.
Yep. So one way or the other here, kind of the big news was the egregious block in that first half. So kind of a blow to the Colorado defense. What happened there? Daisy
Jukes lined it up. There was a bit of a hammer and nail situation on Kate Zarad. Daisy Jukes just came in high. The high block was upgraded to an egregious high block. Yeah. She was expelled.
Well, that's tough news for Colorado.
Yes.
Obviously, they need all skates on the track here as we move forward to the second half.
Good news is Kate Sarah's fine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was saying earlier she could take a hit.
Yeah.
And, you know, she's doing fine. But, boy, if you see Kate heated.
Yeah.
Yowza.
Yeah.
All right. Well, looks like we are ready to go. We're getting some team chants out there. You know what? I did not do my due diligence, and penalties are still opaque to me. Yeah, but
they were so busy in the official timeout that by the time that actually dispersed, we got.
So we'll start with one in the box for New York.
Violent knockout.
And she's standing. So.
And I have to apologize. Apparently, I've been saying Abina Watson Cerebo, and it's Abena. Abina.
Okay.
40-ounce bounce is, no matter what I say, 40 ounce is going to make sure that I get the correction.
There you go.
Bounce, I'm trying my best. I promise. I'm a white girl with a central Pennsylvania accent, and I'm trying my best. Can I just call her Nora?
There you go.
Can I just call her Nora?
All right. Well, we got Libralian on the line.
We do.
I could say that one.
I can't see. I think maybe Smash a lot of puss.
Yeah, that is Smash.
Yeah, she started off the first half, so I was guessing they were going to go back to the top.
Actually, this is a repeat of the first half, a mimeograph, if you will, of the first half. I don't know why I'm saying that.
Because you have all the words, all the best words you have, Mo.
Oh, look at that. Smash a lot of puts right off the line, and she's your lead jammer.
Libralian doing some spins to save the momentum.
That was like some figure skating happening there.
It was. Smash a lot of puss, getting through, nabbing her points.
Calling it off. And I don't think any points picked up by New York on that. 5 by Colorado. That'll bring us to 67-79 with New York in the lead.
There was a little miscommunication. I think one Colorado blocker, Venturius Vern, thought she was getting a penalty. However, it was Cerebo. So we've got one Colorado blocker in the box.
And that's 4 points, actually.
Yes.
We got some figure skating going on the line back there with Maven.
And Mitch Wilhelm.
And Mitch, yeah. Maven around the outside, glides right on through, lead jammer.
Midge getting a little bit of help from her friends, has 2 at the top to get around.
That's Haha Hatchet. Up front there, keeping her back.
Mussolini and unprotected legs, stopping Maven for a split second.
And I see why Hatchet is 29 now. 26 is Murphy.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, that explains
That's right.
the. 4 points put up by New York, unreturned by Colorado.
The fast packs to protect the point thing, it's actually something Colorado has utilized all weekend against their opponents.
Okay.
So it's funny, odd. It is a thing.
It is a good strategy.
Right, it's a good strategy. I'm surprised that New York is able to employ it so effectively against Colorado.
Right. All right, Space Invader returning to the line for New York. Going up against, that's Sharon Tacos.
Yes.
Tacos are on the outside. She folds it along the apex, and she's your lead jammer.
Tacos are life down where I'm from, and today they are life for Colorado as well. She's
Space
back
Invader
in the pack.
on a forearm call. power jam for Colorado. Only, actually, it might be the first power jam they've enjoyed the entire game.
I believe it is. Colorado's had a couple penalties for their jammers, but
3 or 4 in the first half.
yeah.
So this could be a huge jump here for Colorado.
Especially with 3 blockers in the pack at the moment. We've got the 4th coming in to rejoin. Tacos.
Big banger coming out, and she's through.
5 up in the sky from Jason Singer.
And here comes Space Invader out of the box. She's got the star stashed.
A little distraction offense from Erkin.
And that's Space Invader's initial pass, and that's going to force the call off from Tacos. But I believe that's a 15-point jam. And folks, this is a 2-point game.
Every time New York thinks they're getting comfortable, Colorado has a little bit of a run and is able to get back. Erkin is going to the box at the end of that jam, so Colorado will start down a blocker in the next jam.
Libralian on the line for New York.
Andy for Colorado.
All right, so pack advantage for New York here. Let's see if that makes any difference. Libralian looked like she was clear on the inside, but she didn't like the look of it.
Packs are downright frenetic at the start of these jams.
Yeah, it's just roiling packs there. I don't know how they organize it. Oh, look at that. Libralian on the inside. She's through.
Mussolini tried to nab her. Libralian able to dip underneath the hit.
Right underneath. So good at that. Straight up the middle there, crashing into that race triangle and ducking underneath it.
I love when jammers go underneath links.
3-dimension, jamming in 3 dimensions there. It's not just apex jumps. You can go low too.
Andy's still in this pack, finally taking the hat off.
Yeah, but her pivot's pushed way out in front. She goes to defend, knocks Libralian out. Well worth her time.
And Erkin.
She's right there with the star. She's handing it. No, doesn't make the handoff.
There was a little bit of a miss.
Yeah, well, New York saw what was happening and really got in the way of that handoff, which is something I've been seeing. There's so much more consciousness of star passes now.
Yeah, it's the great part of the strategy of the star stash is it's not always necessary to pass it because now you've got 4 blockers that are looking at 2 people.
Right.
And a lot of times you get
dividing the attention.
Yeah, you think that the pass has already happened and they move over. And that actually happened.
Tactic.
Yeah, Andy was
exactly.
able to actually get through fairly cleanly after they thought that it was passed.
She almost like faked it, like in football, faking a pass, taking a handoff.
Smash a lot of posts for Colorado.
That's Misty Maven for New York. Tight pack as we start things. A little less freneticism, if you will.
Yes. A little bit more of that solid standard pack that we see from
Braun Swanson getting a little help from Erkin, knocking Maven back, but not for long. Lead jammer Misty Maven.
Smash a lot of push on her tail. Colorado able to gain the front of the pack this time. Let's see if they run away with the pack a little bit.
Yeah, they're moving. They are moving.
It is absolutely a race. We got 1 or 2 Colorado at the back.
And Maven sees which way the wind is blowing, and the wind is blowing counterclockwise. She's going to call it off.
2 blockers sitting in the box for this next jam.
Yeah, Cherry picked up a multiplayer block earlier this jam.
I did not see what Erkin earned at the end of that one, but it was whistled right before the end of the jam.
81-92 right now with a lead for New York after that 9-point jam a couple jams ago. Kate Sarah back on the line for New York.
Midge Wilhelm taking the star against her. Midge trying to slice through the middle and just all momentum stopped.
Tumbling over, Pinky swears. Oh, there we go on the inside, a little pirouette, and she's through. Kate Sarah now follows her out. A lot of real estate to make up.
And let's see if Mussolini will play a little bit of offense. She does. Midge gets a couple points.
Looked like she was ready to call it, and she decided to keep going. That might have been a mistake since New York picked up 3 points and only 2 for Colorado.
Kate thought she got all 4, but there was one straggler at the top of the pack that she didn't get to pass, but still a 3-2 steal in your favor. Not bad when you're not lead.
Absolutely. Snaking away a net point. Box is clear once more. We got Space Invader on the line.
And an official timeout.
All right.
I have figured out too late in this tournament that I should have brought a booster seat. So we're
come on, you're not that short.
Hey,
we want to thank the Derby Apex. Tonight's stream brought to you in part by them. Check them out online at thederbyapex.com. You can find news, you can find commentary, you can find resources, all at that website, thederbyapex.com. Follow them on Twitter for up-to-the-date commentary for Battle of the All-Stars and all your Derby needs. That's at the Derby Apex on Twitter. All right, back to the action here. 22-14 left to play, 83-95. Space Invader facing off against Sharon Tacos.
And Space Invader having 3 Colorado blockers up at the front to contend with. Erkin being one of them. Venturi's Vern, who's having a great weekend. Another. Nora, the 4th of this pack to round it off.
Space Invader pulled all the way back by Erkin there. Right back up. And Cerebo and Braun Swanson just holding her in position. Tries for the outside. And who's there to meet her? That's Venturi's Vern. Swanson going for that late hit at the end there. Doesn't get enough of her to stop her. She's around, and that's lead.
Space Invader really effective at using both parts of her upper and lower half of her body slightly separately to make blockers bite.
That's an interesting, I'll have to watch for that. That's an interesting strategy.
Like her hips kind of go one direction while her shoulders go another.
It's like a cat landing on its feet almost, the way they reorient.
That is an excellent description of Space Invader jamming.
3 points to Space Invader before the call is forced.
83 for Colorado. Just under 21 minutes left in this championship game of Battle of the All-Stars.
And the other half of that score is 98 for New York.
98 for oh, I thought you said 98.
Maybe I did. Maybe I did. All right, Libralian is out there once more for the team in purple.
And I think if I can see the skates, I can usually identify it's Coyote.
Yep, and Coyote with the quickness is through there. We've seen a lot of situations where jammers are taking 40, 50 seconds to get out of this pack.
Yeah. Coyote saw a spot open on the inside line and high-stepped on her toe stops through.
Libralian able to fight her way through there. On the outside, it looked like she had stepped out, but was able to get back in legally. And 4 points for Coyote. Unreturned by New York puts the score at 87-98. 20 minutes left to play in the second half of the last game of 2018 Battle of the All-Stars.
And we don't have an official hashtag here at BOTAS, but a lot of us have been using BOTAS 2018. I know the Derby Apex has been.
Yeah,
so
well, it's an easy way to find it, sure.
I'm curious to know what Twitterverse thinks the tournament MVP should be.
I would love to hear some opinions
thoughts
on that,
yeah.
yes. And see if they match up. You'll have to stick around for the award ceremony to find out if you're right. That's Misty Maven out against Smash Platypus.
Got a cut track going to and Frankenstein. Erkin and Cerebo at the top, stopping Maven. Got a forearm going to Erkin.
All right, and that will finally award lead. Again, you know, a long fight for Maven to get through on that. A testament to the tight defense these girls are throwing up.
Smash able to get out eventually.
Maven is back in the mix, and I think she's going to call it, yeah. She had all 4. That's going to put them over the century, 87-102 with New York on top. Kate Sarah takes the star. Midge Wilhelm going up against her.
Sometimes it's nice to hear the house announcers tell me.
Oh, it's super easy. Yeah, it makes life a lot better. To be fair, they are a lot closer to the action on the jam line than we are. So
for sure.
it's not just that they're better announcers. Anyway, Kate Sarah just furiously finding that hole up in the front. She's your lead jammer. Midge Wilhelm chasing her down, just about 5 strides behind.
And the pack not super fast, but it is definitely spread out to Kate's advantage. But
yeah, she uses it, but Midge gets in there.
An Indy car of speed and agility.
Yeah. Well, she snakes away 2 to New York's 4. Great showing there in a non-lead situation for Midge. Space Invader takes to the track. Easy to spot those goggles.
Sharon Tacos.
Colorado had a deeper jammer rotation in the first half. It's actually
Sharon
Tacos
getting a back block to the discontent of the Colorado bench.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah.
So still available lead jammer for Space Invader here.
And Bron Swanson getting taken off of her skates, which I only seen happen, I think, twice this entire weekend.
Space Invader being pulled all the way back around the first turn now by Erkin. Erkin put it into the box there. I didn't catch the call.
I didn't either. There's a lot happening.
Yeah, well, that's
a lot happening.
Very true. All right, Space Invader is your lead jammer, and just as Sharon Tacos re-enters the gym, goes for the apex jump. Nice hit by Veloce Village.
Yeah, even with the height that Tacos gets on her jumps, which she really can like leap over children.
And we have very tight defense up there, but Space Invader comes around the outside, and now Tacos is chasing her down. I see her looking. She's going to keep going, but Pack picking up a little bit. Who's that forearm on?
Cerebo. And she, again, courteously disagrees.
It's all about being courteous when you disagree with a ref. That's fair.
At least she looks comfortable in the penalty box. Each time she goes in, she kind of lounges. She's like, fine. If I'm
she
gonna
was the
be
one
here.
with the little bow before, right?
Yeah.
That was great. Just under 16 left to play. Current score 89 to 111 with New York in the lead. Libralian out there for New York.
And I can't
Boy, there's no seat around that pack.
Right,
that is a
just
solid
not.
mass.
I'm guessing it's Andy.
It is Andy, yeah.
Is it?
It's
Yes.
Up on the,
Yes,
up on
it
the
is Andy.
scoreboard. Libralian to the inside, recycled all the way back to the jammer line. Meanwhile, Andy up in front, pushing hard. Cherry Napalm, Hatchet up there.
If you ever want to know why they recommend you push sleds to train for jamming, this is why.
Yeah, I mean, it's like football training,
Yeah.
absolutely. Except you have to do it on wheels.
Right.
Cherry Napalm to the box. Great
Jinx!
minds, great minds.
You owe me a beer.
Libralian now having a little trouble in the back of that pack. Colorado just got her number.
Andy tried to use Cerebo as a battering ram. And she's looking back like, hey, can you just, I just need a little.
Andy is lead up there in the front.
Man,
I'd be surprised if she didn't have all 4 points at this point.
Yeah, a lot of recycling has occurred. But, man, Frankenstein and Hatchet, man, as that
just a
back
1-2.
wall.
Yep. Libralian now being pulled all the way back around. Oh, boy. For a second, I thought we were going to have a clockwise.
Let's do it again.
So last game for New York, they had this bizarre clockwise situation. Okay, they were able to re-enter this time and put a stop to that.
I'm pretty sure it was Diva that led the chase on that one.
It was
as a blocker, drawing it back. It was just like, nope, I'm just going to run Misty Maven back continuously.
Yeah.
I keep hitting the microphone, I'm sorry.
That hurt my ears.
Sorry.
All right. So at the end of that, after all is said and done, 4 points put up for Colorado and a long, hotly contested jam.
111 New York to Colorado's 93, 13 and a half minutes left.
And really, the last few jams have been trading blows back and forth. There hasn't been a lot of movement the score differential one way or the other for since really the third jam when Colorado came screaming back with 15 points by Tacos.
And Diana Sprint, we would also like a penalty board for this game.
Yeah. Well, Murphy sitting out in the box, speaking of penalties right now, puts a slight advantage for Colorado. And coming around the outside, it's Smash Lottopus.
Yeah. Maven taking down a blocker as she's trying to get around.
That'll happen.
Yep. Yes, it will.
Maven gets to the front, she's through, and Smash is working on her initial scoring pass and gets through it quickly. Maven coming around forces the call. That's going to be 4 points. New York held scoreless.
Maven's superpower is being pushed by a blocker on the side and still propelling herself forward.
She's able to stick a line like almost nobody I've ever seen. She can dance around, she can stay on the inside, she can absorb a hit, and I mean, she'll move around on the track, but if she's at the line, something kicks in.
She bends vectors and momentum into her own will.
Yeah. All right, so a timeout called by New York here. That's going to be at 12:24. And they haven't used a timeout yet. Well, they did do an official review in the first half, but aside from that.
So normally at this point, I would start.
Let's talk about our stream tonight, brought to you by New England Roller Derby, Nerd Derby. Check them out, as you no doubt are on YouTube. And we want to thank the Apex. Tonight's stream brought to you in part by them. Check them out at thederbyapex.com. News, commentary, resources, all on thederbyapex.com. And, of course, you can find them on Twitter, The Derby Apex, at The Derby Apex. I want to thank him for being our broadcast partner tonight. I've had a great weekend calling these games. I've had the opportunity to call for New York all weekend long, following them through a contentious tournament. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've gotten a chance to get to know these Colorado skaters very well.
You know all their names. That's the thing.
I'm familiar with them through Wolf to Play. Oh, my goodness.
Sure,
Sharing
tacos.
tacos. Again with the ups to get lead jammer.
And that's 3 leads in a row for Colorado as they go on a bit of a run. Sharon Tacos to the inside, takes the knee, and I don't think she scored.
Jason Singer put up a fist of 0.
Yeah. So that was a big block on her, knocking her to the inside. Hips had not passed anybody yet.
Yeah. All right, Mitch Wilhelm is going to the line for Colorado.
Space Invader out there for New York. Try to break this run of 3 lead jams in a row by Colorado.
And if anyone can do it.
It could be any one of these jammers, to be honest.
It could be, to be honest.
Space Invader's the one who's going to do it.
I mean, Space Invader's on fresh legs. She
Yeah,
didn't play
true.
earlier today.
First game of the tournament for her is right here.
Yeah, and she's probably pouring 170% into it because she can.
That's a lot of percent.
It's a lot of percent.
All right, and we have Midge Wilhelm through as well. Space Invader takes a look at what's going on, gets in and calls it. Did she score 2? Yes.
3. I see a thumb.
3 points. Yep.
3
Okay.
points. I like when jammers use the little bandy things or tape around their fingers so you can.
Yeah, if it's all contrasty sort of color.
Yeah, because Waifo's thumb is the same color as the wall.
Right. White people. Yes. Anyway, we have Libralian on the line once more for New York.
And Coyote is on the line for Team Colorado.
Yeah, deep bench for them. They have they're drawing, well, both of them now.
Yes.
Drawing from a slightly deeper bench. Big hit in the front of the pack.
Coyote shrugging off some blockers, creating her own space, leaping over and getting lead jammer. I have not been keeping official stats, but I know that Coyote has had a pretty good lead jam percentage.
We could probably get those numbers for you in a minute, but she's been doing very well. Not appearing quite as often as some of the other jammers.
Correct.
But doing a very job of getting when she has. Just glancing over quickly. It's over 50%, I can tell you that much.
So that sometimes, as a coach, that is an important thing to know. your one jammer might be super effective every time they go out, but maybe they're effective because they're only going out every 5.
Right.
They might not survive in a 3-jammer rotation.
That's an interesting thing. Obviously, a 3-jammer rotation requires a lot of conditioning, a lot of toughness, a lot of endurance. Well, it comes down to being that's what good bench coaching is about, knowing the abilities of your skaters, right?
And also, how is the other team adapting to the different styles? So maybe the reason every 5 is working is because it means that the blockers don't get a chance to settle into a routine.
Right. That's an interesting idea as well. I mean, certainly if you have a rotation that you're expecting, the other team can start sort of anticipating, I suppose, and putting up blockers. Well, we know that this blocker A, is good against jammer A, so we're going to put her out for this. I don't know how much of that. You've done much more of this than I have in terms of bench coaching.
It just depends on the team and the game, and it could just be, quite honestly, that this is a fun tournament and they just want to get all of these jammers experience, so they do a deeper rotation.
That's certainly true, yeah. That said, everybody here wants to win. So.
Yes, especially in this game.
Yeah. So Smash-A-Lot-A-Puss and Misty Maven going up against one another as the timeout clock expires. Braun Swanson up there in the front with Erkin.
Yeah, some derby hugs happening, but Maven gets lead. Now Smash stepping over legs of New York to escape as well. Maven coming in hot, making eye contact with Braun.
And getting her hips out in front there.
I love it.
Yeah, rotating and putting those hips out and getting that 4th point before she calls it. 4 points for Maven.
Erkin was coming back to the bench going, gosh darn it.
Yeah, I don't think that's quite the term that was being
Probably
used.
not,
but
but
sure.
a smile on her face.
All right, fair enough.
These teams are super competitive, and part of it always is the, I almost had her.
Well, speaking of almost have, it's 101 to 118 with New York in the lead. Not a huge lead. We've seen 15-point jams even in this game.
Absolutely.
Under 9 minutes left to play.
Midge Wilhelm taking the star for Colorado.
Kate Sarah out there for New York. And Kate Sarah out there in front for lead jammer.
Yeah, the C's cleared right in front of her.
Sometimes it's just taking advantage of a situation.
Yep.
In a chaotic pack, all sorts of opportunities can arise. Wilhelm in the front there, takes a hit from Pinky Swears, spins her around, but she can take the hit and keep going. And the scoring pass is interrupted. 3 points. There's that thumb. 3 points for New York.
And the other reason you want to practice your transitions, kids at home, you can see them here. So that way when you get hit, you can use your transitions from forwards to backwards to stay inbounds and on the line and keep on going.
That judo trick there of reallocating your momentum in a way that's going to help you. All right, Space Invader.
I think it's Sharon Tacos. Yep, Sharon Tacos.
Up in the front there on Space Invader. 2 to get by as they bridge out.
SH Long, but not able to hold Space Invader. And we've had a star pass to Erkin.
Okay, there we go. Nice hit by Big Banger. Knocking Erkin to the outside. Veloce Villain now organizing the defense with Murphy in the back.
Sharon playing a little bit of offense and springing Erkin.
Now Tacos threatening in the back. Space Invader in the front looks over her shoulder, says nope, calls it off. How many did she get on that? Was it all 4? Yeah, a whole lot of recycling in that pack. So New York's starting to crawl away, 101 to 125 with under 7 left to play. And I hear Kent the politician reminding everybody to stick around for the award ceremony afterwards. The winner of this game takes home the gold.
Indeed.
And you'll find out who the tournament MVP is as well. All right, we got Librarian and Smash-A-Lot-A-Puss.
I think it's Andy, actually. Oh, no, it is Andy. It's Andy, 5'2".
My bad.
They have very similar style. So I have, oh, the scoreboard lies.
Sometimes that'll happen.
Scoreboard is a liar.
Well, it's not lying about Libralian being your lead jammer.
That is true. That is absolutely true.
Nice hop at the end there by Andy. 3 points, sneaky thumb, 3 points for New York, and we're seeing a lot of that as the pressure is being put on by Colorado. It's enough to slow down the advance.
It's been a while since Colorado's put any points on the board.
Yeah, it has been.
Coyote had 4.
There we go. All right, thank you for filling in the hole on my
last
unofficial
jam.
stats.
Yeah. Because I remember going, oh, look, Coyote got 4 again.
There you go. All right. Well, it's 4 scoreless jams for Colorado, but they have put great pressure in New York.
And it is Smash a Lot of Puss this time.
All right.
And a lead jammer for Maven.
Smash a lot of push, knocked to the inside on her back. She recovers, being pulled back by Hatchet.
Got a bit of a hot mess going on in turn 1 here, and now things seem to have settled down. We have 1 Colorado blocker in the box. I did not see what the call was for. Smash a Lot of Puss kind of getting stuck on Braun Swanson for a split second as Misty Maven pushes her way, literally.
Pushes through Murphy there, not Hatchet. Pushes her way through Murphy to open the door and get herself through.
Colorado.
You're allowed to do that to your own players.
Yes, you can do whatever you want to your own players. They might not like it. You're allowed
well,
to do it.
And Maven now with a grand slam. First grand slam we've seen in a while this half.
And let's see if Maven, how long she sticks with the short pack, because Erkin has hit her 7, so she will not return to this jam. Maven decides that she'd rather just
Erkin hit her
end
7,
it.
did
Yeah.
she? Oh boy.
Indeed.
Well, that was a 12-point jam for New York.
140 to 101. 4 minutes left.
Tough situation for Colorado. Now they've lost 2 of really key blockers for them. If Erkin wasn't out right now, I would certainly be putting her in as an MVP potential. Maybe she's already won it. I'm not sure.
If she MVP grab bag here on Colorado and Team New York. Mitch Wilhelm on the line and moving for Team Colorado. Kate Sarah for New York.
Kate Sarah taking a hit to the inside, and nope, she caught it in time. I thought there was a track cut pending, but she caught it in time.
The way they were the refs were looking at Kate's skate, I was wondering if we had another real mishap happening. Mitch Wilhelm out in front for lead jammer. No, it just turns out Kate's ankles move weird when she shoots back and forth.
Well, that's 8 jams since, or maybe 7, since Colorado has had lead jam, and they're going to use that to grab a couple. 2, 2 is a couple.
Colorado's got to make their own luck coming into this next one.
Yeah, well, under 3 minutes left. Yeah. 37, not completely out of reach, but certainly not an easy road to hoe. Haven't been a lot of power jams in this game. One on either side this half. In the first half, New York enjoyed 3 power jams. Colorado didn't get 1 of them.
Yeah, so even though there have been a lot of people in and out of the box, they have not typically been jammers.
Right. Space Invader out there for New York. Sharon Tacos, I believe.
Yeah, Sharon Tacos. I saw the lateral leap and the ponytail go flying over the top of the blockers.
Yep. And Sharon Tacos gets the lead.
Nora's going to go sit down in the box once more. Tacos coming into the pack. Hopping, lateraling, jumping.
Man, that defied gravity there. I don't know how you come in and then go out and come back in the air. That was incredible.
I have not gotten to see Sharon Tacos skate too much. I've heard the name quite a bit.
Yeah.
I am going to get her trading card.
Get her hips out in front. You pick up 3 more. That's an 8-point jam for Colorado. Are they going to pause the clock here is the question.
You would think they would. Again,
they have 2 opportunities to pause it.
That's a heck of a span, but why not call a timeout?
Yeah, that would have been my instinct, but that's all right. They're going to go in 111 to 140 with New York in the lead. New York held scoreless these last 2 jams. Libralian looking to break that streak. And going up against her is Coyote.
Coyote already has the hat in hand,
Yeah,
trying to
Libralian.
get past Cherry Napalm.
No easy feat. Pushed to the inside by Pinky Swears. Now she's through, but Libralian already working on her scoring pass.
Got an out of play, either that or a failure to return going to Cherry Napalm.
Libralian switching to defense for a moment. Gets a piece of Coyote, who's worked her way up to the front. And certainly time is on New York's side right now. Libralian not calling this off.
Yeah. Colorado giving Coyote the nudge, like go, 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 go.
Libralian trying again to get a piece of Coyote going through, unable to stick it. And Colorado's put up a lot of non-lead points, within 20 points now.
I've noticed that Coyote's been kind of holding her hand close to her body. I noticed 2 of her fingers are taped. I wonder if that happened earlier.
Oh boy, little.
In the first half, that might be why we haven't seen her in as many jams as previous.
Libralian knocked to the inside. She ducks under and she's through. That's going to be 4 points.
SH Long going to the penalty box.
Yeah, New York definitely playing the time card here.
Yeah.
And, gives even more question about not stopping the clock in the off time there. But unofficial final, great run by Colorado at the end, 14 points. But unofficial final is 125 to 147. And we're going to decide the MVPs, get right back at you. And we'll have some interviews before we go into the award ceremony. This is Mochismo.
This is Mary Chaos.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mo Chismo. I'm here with Haha Hatchet of the Ithaca League of Women Rollers, MVP for the last bout for the championship bout of this tournament. Coming off the track, any thoughts at the top of your head?
Well, this year, New York's team was amazing. We had amazing jammers, amazing blockers. Everybody contributed equally to how our awesomeness. So, yay, New York. All the opponents we faced were formidable. Virginia, holy hell, I haven't been hit that hard in I don't know how many years. Props to Virginia. Colorado, I fangirl over all the Colorado players because, like, when I first started Derby, I was like, oh my God, these women are amazing. And most of them are still playing, which is pretty awesome. So, yeah, I want to thank Bucksmont Roller Girls for having this tournament. And, yay, Roller Derby!
It's a great time. We definitely want to thank the Bucksmont girls. It's really fun to get out here and play just sort of fun derby. You're coming down from Ithaca there. You see some of these players fairly frequently, but I know you guys didn't practice. Did that affect anything going out there? You know, you seem to get tighter as the weekend went on.
Absolutely. That's exactly what happens. I think it's nice when you can play a lower-seeded team because then you can kind of flash each other out and feel how you work together on the track. So, but we gelled really well, and so, yeah.
I think I was calling your number. So you're 29. Normally you're 26, right? But there were. All right, my mistake. What?
Forever.
What's the genesis of your number?
So it's actually has to do with numerology, and I'm a scientist, but I also have a magic 8-ball at work because why not?
So numerology, that's it. All right, fair enough. Did you see Star Wars?
I didn't. I'm a Star Trek girl.
Dude, I'm after my own heart, by all means. Okay, well, then we won't ask you what you thought of Porgs, yes or no. Don't care. Star Trek. All right, you heard it here first. Haha Hatchet, thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Colorado here. Can we put New York here? Pennsylvania here.
Hi, I'm Mary Chaos. We just finished Colorado versus New York, and I am here with the MVP for Team Colorado, Sharon Tacos. Sharon, how long have you been skating, and how long have you been skating with Denver?
This is the start of my 5th season, and this is my 3rd year at Denver.
And what is your strategy when you're jamming?
Jamming is like 98% mental. You do need some skill, but if you let yourself get in your head at all, it's game over. So I just kind of pick a song and just replay it in my head the entire game.
Excellent. What was your song tonight?
It was, I don't know what it's called, but I was just kind of singing like this jazzy, funky beat.
That's fair. That's fair. And one final question. What is your favorite taco?
I like it simple, just like meat, rice, and cheese.
Corner flour tortilla.
Flour.
All right, and there we have it. Sharon Tacos, thank you so much. Great weekend, great tournament. Go ahead and meet up with your team. You're going to get your medal. We're going to sign off for a second, then be back with the medal ceremony. All right, we are back. Hi, Mo.
Hey, how are you doing, Mary Chaos?
Good. It's almost like I just saw you.
Almost. So we are here for our award ceremony. We have Kent the Politician out in the middle with V Diva and Beautiful Banshee. and all of those trophies for our winning teams.
We've got our top 3 teams lining up. Team New York taking first place for the 2nd year in a row.
Yes.
Team Colorado taking 2nd. They were not here last year.
No, I think it was 3 years ago they were last year.
It was a few years ago. The same year that they competed in State Wars, they brought a team here, but it was a completely different squad.
Yeah, for sure.
And then Team Pennsylvania, who had typically been in the 1-2 game, taking bronze this year.
Yeah, kind of a victim of the bracket system to some degree, but also a victim of incredible play by Colorado and New York. I mean, I don't want to take anything away from these 2 top teams. You might be able to hear Kent the politician a little bit in the background. And also perhaps
I think it was Gretchen.
Gretchen screaming in the background. That's all right. It deafened me a little bit. Kent is just introducing our awards ceremony here.
They have them over there. We'll make sure you get it. Don't worry.
Second place team.
Sorry, Sharon Tacos was checking in, making sure she really wanted her her certificate.
So does Haha Hatchet.
Okay.
She's like, I never got what I wanted. So we will make sure you get those, ladies. If you're listening to me in the future, I hope that I keep my promise.
If not, you can yell at past Mo and past Chaos.
So Kent the politician is presenting this award.
Kitty Climb Award.
The Kitty Climb, thank you. I don't know if you can hear him in the background.
This skater takes every opportunity to learn new drills and tips from skaters all over the world, and she's attended many clinics and brought this new information to her league to help her teams adapt to the changing game and elevate their skills.
Maybe a little fuzzy out there.
In the last 2 years, this skater has taken on the task of developing a very successful new skater program for her league. This program has allowed this team to successfully bring in new skaters throughout the season who are well prepared to jump in with the league. Further, this skater has served as the charter team's all-star captain last year and helped change the mindset and attitude of the competitive charter. This change helped facilitate a better bonding and flow between the A and B teams, as well as a more nurturing environment for new skaters to come into. This year, this skater is focusing her time on opening her own skate shop to help others who are playing in this sport. There is currently no store in her state that specializes in derby gear, and this skater is the perfect person to take on this challenge. Not only is she bringing a roller derby shop to her state, she also has the knowledge and ability to help the veteran and new skaters get equipped with the right fitting gear and can help them find exactly what they need. Roller derby is her life. Thus, this skater is a skater that quite literally eats, breathes, and dreams derby. It is her passion, and she has made roller derby in her state thrive with this passion and love. We are honored to nominate and present the Kitty Klein Award to a great skater from Team Ohio, that skater being Coco Sparks.
All right, so Kent the politician there presenting a award to Coco Sparks, his own state, of course.
Yes.
She's from Ohio.
So this is the Kitty Climb Leadership Award. In case you didn't hear all of it, Kitty Climb was one of the founders of Team Pennsylvania, the PA All-Stars, and part of Battle of the All-Stars.
From the beginning, yeah.
I'm pretty sure she retired last year.
Oh, all right. All right, so she's not here today.
No.
The captain for Team Ohio, Supersonic, is out there, and she's accepting it for her.
Yes.
When the Cleveland League, the Burning River League, started, she was one of the people I knew before roller derby, and we were both really surprised to see each other involved. But Coco is one of 3 founding skaters with Burning River, and she was the first Ohio All-Star captain. So she's literally helped launch 2 major roller derby efforts in Ohio. She's very deserving of this award.
All right, so
Supersonic for being here to accept it.
So there we go. Kitty Climb Leadership Award going to...
Kent's a politician. He's used to making speeches. That may be evident to all of you out there.
Yes.
He's not called Kent the politician for no reason.
Yes. So now we're moving on to the tournament MVP.
Yes.
Jammer.
Oh, we're doing
the tournament.
Oh.
And I'm
MVP
looking
Jammer, yeah.
We have not done
Ms.
individuals
Diva.
in the past.
All right, so I believe you told me was the person who registered the highest point scoring
So the highest point scoring total for any jammer and any team on any bouts. That's who this is going to.
So the MVP jammer of the Battle of the All-Stars 2018 tournament goes to Pennsylvania's own Veronica Getzberger.
Veronica Getzberger will be taking that award home. Jammer MVP, and I know that I think it's Apex and Sisu, I hope I'm getting that right, will be providing a gift package for her, and she gets that nifty little trophy.
Yes. Veronica Getzberger, a skater for the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Roller Radicals.
Roller Radicals, yes.
Yes, the team actually that Diva just transferred to.
Yeah, so you might be seeing a heck of a lot coming down the pike from Wilkes-Barre Scranton.
Yes.
They're a team that is jumped considerably in the standings, is my understanding.
Yes.
As last year, as they were being coached by Diva, they jumped up a lot because they were playing teams much higher than themselves.
Right. And
not
doing very
necessarily
well.
winning, but doing very well.
Yes.
And they jumped something like 100 points in the rankings. All right, MVP blocker.
Person who again has helped in the glue and the leadership of their respective team. Without too much of an extended introduction, it goes to defending champion New York captain Ha Ha.
Oh my goodness, Ha Ha Hatchet taking home the tournament MVP blocker. She had just told me that she's never won an MVP award before, and she was so eager to get the certificate, which I couldn't find for her, but I will. And now she's taking the MVP blocker. That's incredible.
And she, well deserved. She really was the glue in her
She
pack.
had so much to say when I was talking to her earlier, and we get a woo roller derby from her. Okay,
Sometimes
that's
you're
her.
so overwhelmed with, wait, they, what?
Yeah.
And then second place, and then first place team, who is still here? So, Pennsylvania.
All right, so Pennsylvania will be taking home, of course, the bronze. They'll be coming forward to be given their medals.
And, you know, everyone here looks at Pennsylvania as the top of the top. They are the creme de la creme. And Pennsylvania doing very, very well despite even having some turnover in the last 2 years with their PA All-Star team. And I don't think most people know that the PA All-Stars actually have a roster deeper than this. There are people that are on the roster that actually were not brought into the charter for this tournament.
Right. Well,
So-
only 20 people allowed on the charter
Right.
and on the bench, for that matter.
Yeah, so PA All-Stars are a team that have existed for a while now, even before this tournament,
Right.
as a way to bond the teams in Pennsylvania, because there are a lot of them,
Sure
and
are,
to
yeah.
spread strong, high-level derby around the state. So especially with a couple Steel City
Yep.
folks moving down to my state,
Oh,
and
all the way
us
down
nabbing
to
them for
Florida.
Team Florida.
Nice.
All
All right, we're bringing up our second place team here from Colorado. I was trying to come up with a nickname for Colorado. What are they? They're not the Mountain State. That's West Virginia. Oh, well. Anyway,
Mile
from
High
Colorado.
State?
Mile High State, sure. We can
I
go
don't
with
know.
that. Taking home the silver after a hard-fought bout against New York just a few minutes ago, really.
Yes.
The skaters are still sweaty from that bout.
And I had talked to Colorado before the New York game, and I kind of said, hey, did you guys have a good weekend? Sometimes teams that don't get a lot of high-level, even-up play,
Right.
they're
Or evenly seated play, at
evenly
least.
seated. They kind of go, and they were so happy because all the gameplay that they had was fun, and they loved the teams, and the environment here was so receptive.
I talk about it over and over, but this is for the love of the game, this tournament.
I love this tournament.
It's a lot of fun. It's a great way to start the year off. And now we have the ladies in purple, my own New York team. I've announced individually for each and every one of these teams at their, well, that's not true. I've never been out to Queen City. I've never been out to Buffalo to announce for them, but I have announced them at other games in New York State.
New York.
Yeah. Okay. So our gold medalists here.
Second year in a
Second
row.
year in a row, yes.
Yeah, last year it was quite the upset
It
when
was.
they overturned
beat
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, yep.
Yeah.
There was that was an emotional moment for them, and certainly beating Colorado. You know, we talked about Gotham girls have faced off against Colorado 4 times last
Yes.
year. So these players do know each other.
Yes, they do. And having talked to Colorado a little bit, again, before the game, they were very excited about this matchup because they have played New York so often, so they knew what to expect a little bit, and also they are just so hungry to beat them.
Yeah, that's
They're
fair.
so
That's
hungry
fair.
to play and win this time. But it also gives them a really good perspective going into the season with their own teams of what to expect.
Right on. All right. Yeah, a little preview on the 2018 season
We
to
do
some degree.
indeed.
Well, that is it. That is
That's
the 2018 Battle of the All-Stars
Wow.
in the can. It's been a great 4 days.
It's been, I can't, like, I would swear, but we're on the feed
Yeah.
about how effing
What the hell?
fantastic it's been.
Yeah, it's been an honor and a privilege to call all these New York games at you folks. My name is Mochismo.
I'm Mary Chaos. I've been calling Team Colorado, and I actually adopted North Carolina for part of the weekend as well, and they were phenomenal. So we've got the stuff's going to be on archives thanks to Nerd Derby. And thank you all for tuning in and being amazing, and we'll see you next year.
See you next year. Mochismo out.